Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to The Progressive. Today I want to speak about experience and energy as the forms and the guideposts of feeling, sensing, and creating in this new world. So I'm speaking directly to the children of new consciousness or the child of new consciousness here, wherever they may be. What do I mean by creating from and as a guidepost using experience and energy? Well, let's first talk about experience. Children of new consciousness are more heart-centered. So they sense everything, they measure it with their own innate sense of understanding the wisdom that they bring as old souls from past lives and recalibrate it to the new energy of the planet now. Even if this being said, they need a vehicle of experience. You need experience in the physical world in order to create something. So let's say you create a painting, let's say you create an art form, or let's say you create a piece of music, or investigate something in terms of education and start sensing, perceiving something new can be created there. You will all be about creation predominantly, because a new world has to be birthed here, and that responsibility begins with you and your future generations. If you are to birth something new, it has to be in the form of an experience. You might try something and you might not succeed at first, but instead of giving up and going and moaning and groaning about it, why don't you try another experience? Why don't you go quickly move on to the next thing and experience that? Let your experience be a feedback rather than just your feeling or just your thoughts or thinking. You need to understand this, dear children. You need to understand that experience is a form of feedback, and not something designed to upset you, not something designed to make you wrong or feel small. It's just a feedback. It's a feedback mechanism that the universe or the earth is offering you. So you try something in the beginning and it's met with some resistance. Stop there, slightly try to course correct it, change the path, move in a different direction, try something else. It may be a slight adjustment of whatever you are doing or whatever you are into, or it might be a huge course correction and going in a completely opposite direction. It doesn't matter. Let the experience be the feedback. Is it giving you joy? Now this is where the energetic sensing comes. You need to sense your own energy field, what it is feeding you as the feedback mechanism that is built into you. You have it in your system. So you can use that energetic feedback that it gives you. I tried something, I experienced such and such, and now I am having a difficulty with finding anything useful energetically there. I'm not finding that it gives me any joy. I'm not finding that it gives me any love or any sense of connection. You're looking for connection all the time. You're connecting with your peers. You're connecting with your generation, people all over the world. So when you're connecting and when you're doing this beautiful thing that you go out and try things and for the sake of experience and nothing more, and it feeds you back in a positive manner, that's your clue that you get on with it. You get on in that direction. You get on in the direction of experience and feedback as energy. You'll feel it as energy in your heart center. That's the point you got to see. Now there's a distinction between something, your sense of imagination, as something it is feeding you, but that's just a head energy. See where you are perceiving it. You should notice where you are perceiving it. Let's say you're perceiving it in the head. Let's say you just feel more validated in terms of your ego, in terms of your sense of self or self-pride or self-worth. Don't let it go there. Let it feed your heart center, as in, yes, this feels good. Yes, this is what I'm here to create. Yes, this is what I must do. It should feel more in the center of your chest rather than in your head, this feedback. And when it feels more in the center of chest and not so much in the head, then you know you have nailed it. Then you know you are pretty much on the road to success. Success not measured again in terms of what the outside world or your peers or your colleagues or your friends or your family think about it or feel about it. Success in terms of how it registers in your high heart center, in the center of your chest. So this is what you got to evaluate as you move through life. All the tools that I have offered here in terms of Vedic astrology are just to help you understand that, help you understand that you are in a new energy, you are about to create a totally new civilization. And these are the tools, everyday tools, that you can use to recalibrate yourself, to adjust yourself, to course correct, and to check with the feedback that appears inside in the center of your chest, or it appears in your head. Where is the feedback coming from? Is it just feeding my ego trip or wanting success or fame in the world, or is it registering something in the middle of my chest? That's where you should be coming from, and that's your goal. That's what will make you truly happy in life. That's what will give you joy in life. That's what will provide you the creative juices that you need to create whatever it is that you are desiring to create. It's like you are getting signs, and you'll not get these signs from anywhere else in the universe. You will get it right from inside your chest. So that's what you should be looking for, and that's what you should be working with. Experience. First of all, go and try to experience things. Don't try to make up stuff in your head and think it is the way it is. So you need to go out there and make things happen as a way of experiencing, and you want the experience mechanism, really speaking, so that it feeds you back something. You're looking for experience for the sake of feedback, for the sake of feeling something in your chest. You're not looking for experience in order to show it off as fruits of your labor or as goodies that you got from the world or civilization or your society to your friends and family. That's not what your objective should be. That would fail every single time. Don't make that mistake. It would be erroneous to think that life is going to feed you something which registers in the center of your chest like a right thing for me to do, or like something that feeds me joy, or something that gives me happiness in my daily life, in my career, in my job, in my creativity, or whatever I'm pursuing in life. And this has to be a daily exercise. Try this for size and see where things are going right now in your life. For example, you can start right away. It's like an exercise. You are, how should I put this? You're sort of trying to work with and understand a way of working in life, a way of being in life, a way of calibrating your own actions, checking your own actions, whether it is providing you something real or something that is not real. It will feel very real to you, or whatever you call this feels very real to me, when you see it in the center of your chest as registering. Something registers. This is the reason why you might find people always telling, when they find something true, they point to their chest. Yes, I know this feels right. This is the right thing to do, etc. They point to their chest. They don't point to their head. Huge difference. Understand this and work with trying to experience it. Don't just conceptualize it. Don't just make it into a whole bunch of ideas and never do anything about it. Many of you I know are struggling, trying to just cook up ideas in your head, but nothing is registering in the center of your chest about it. That's not your path. Your path would be something which registers in the middle of your chest. I keep going on about registering in the middle of your chest because that's the sentence I'm getting right now. It has to be in your heart center. That's the heart center. Once it registers in your heart center, then you know you have the feedback that it's the right sign. This is the only two things you can rely on: your own experience of things and your own feeling about it. Anything else that you buy, here's the word of caution, anything else that you buy or try to believe or adopt as your own ideas, or listen to your friends and your peers as, yeah, I will try this, or yeah, I will try that suggestion. It sounds nice, or it sounds like what I should be doing. You will get misled every single time if it does not register in your chest first. It has to. Because then you are just copy pasting other people's ideas onto your life and thinking that'll work. That's never going to work, has never worked, even in the old energy, by the way. You are trying to go against the grain of universal principles here. That will not work. You have to try something that works, and these two mechanisms, what I'm offering you here, are the most sort of simplistic way as it appeared to me this morning. This is the most simple things that you can use, simple tools, really usable tools, not something like a very high end on the energy spectrum. It's very, very simple to use. You can use these tools every day in your life, in your routines, in your habits, in your work patterns, in your education, in the way you interact with people. Every single area that you are living and breathing in through is an experience. What else is experience? You don't set out to experience like a big task or a goal. It's just the experience of life. Whatever you are living, wherever you might be, in whatever situation you might be, but you need to make sure you are understanding that experience of life and measuring it or evaluating it with respect to the center of your chest or your high heart center. This is the way you need to move through life, move through your challenges, move through your likes and dislikes, move through everything. There will be disappointments, there will be anger, there will be frustration, there will be hopelessness, there will be a sense of despair. All of these things are just being human. This is the human world that we live in. We have our ups and downs. All of us do. You know that very well. But going past them feels like you are having two yardsticks for your own measurement, and this is very personal. This is nothing to do with collective. Don't try to measure it with even your best friend. Just try to do it individually. You need to individually be in a place of power and place of presence with you and your life, and only your own experience, individually going and checking out stuff, whether it works for you or not, and how much it is feeding back or not, and you accept that as well. If it's not feeding you back anything in terms of love, joy, creativity and happiness, that's simply not it. You can't push yourself into feeling joy or love or creation when you're moving against the grain of your own experience. Your experience of something told you, nah, this is not for me. Well, go with that. Go try something else. You have to try something else. You can't be frozen sitting in the spot thinking, no, I can't try anything else because I tried that one thing and it did not succeed, or I did not feel any happiness in it, or I failed in such and such. Then you will just be ending up paralyzing yourself. You are responsible for fixing yourself in a spot, and you are making yourself immobile so that you are unable to quickly move to the next best thing or the next experience. Life or your soul or anything that you want to call it in your terms is all about experience and feedback mechanism. It's all there with you, but you need to use it in the right way, in this right fashion. This will become the secret of each one of your success as well, because each one is here to do different stuff, different things, but they have to see whether they are feeling joy in it or not. I hope this makes sense to you, because this is the way I received it this morning. And use this in your daily life. Take care, be safe, have a good day.